That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one quick
can't
question?
ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad. Speaking of that Andre 3000 video, in it was what happened? In it, someone was like, they were talking about their musical journey, and I said, "Oh, I'll support." And they said, "Here's my Bandcamp." So I said, "I'm gonna react to it on stream." So I didn't do it last night. I just forgot. I didn't take a note of it, but I took a note of it today. So I'm gonna listen to his music. Is this okay? Yeah, this is his page. His page is Slobberkiss International, I think. Which one should I pick? Raw Thug? I'm gonna pick Raw Thug. This looks like the most normal one. It's 8 minutes. There's a hold on. There's like an eerie like static that is built slowly over the past 5 minutes on the left side, specifically, just on the left side, just in the left speaker. And when it first came up, I was like, okay, but it's getting louder and louder as the song goes on. And now we have about a minute and a half left. And I want to know what this is going to do. That's what I'm currently thinking. It stopped. They said this is interplanetary music. Let me look up what that means. Interplanetary music. Oh wow. Still, people I'm meeting for the first time call me Raw Thug because of this record. It was released October 10th, 2004. Drum, saxophone, and part piano recorded at Lava House, Louisville, Kentucky. Associated of Visual Arts. Piano recorded at Indiana University. SD, yuck. Vocals recorded at home or on the sneak in a walk-in refrigerator of a Winn Dixie. Bass recorded under a tall stack of pillows. Trumpets recorded at various locations on Great Green Land, gazebos, courtyards, foyers, etc. Fireworks recorded during a bike ride. Wow. On 4th of July. Cheap keyboards and birds all recorded at home. Let me see. Does the music keep going if you change the page? It does not. So that was 2004. Music for teenage parties. I wonder what this sounds like though. Let's see. This was released in 2000. Let me see. California. This definitely sounds like something YouTube would get me out of here for. I'm not even gonna lie to you, twin. When is this released? Before it previously released. I like this one. I'm not gonna lie. I like these. I I like this album. It's less abstract. It's less. I'm not even gonna, I ain't even gonna cap you down. I ain't even gonna be like, I understand it now. Da, da, da. Nah, bro. Like, it's just less abstract. I like this. I feel like I could listen to this. Just even listening to the first couple seconds, I feel like I could listen to this. I really rock with it. Let me see. Let me see what his comment said, so I know like exactly what he was, saying and everything, and if I could like put context to it now that I've been introduced to his world a bit. What was it I was talking about? Andre 3000. Andre 3000. All right, let me go. Let me go on this.
I wonder if HoneyBook has any.
Getting YouTube Red at 5,000 subs, just in case you did not know. If you are new to the channel, we are like 200 away, bro. Goodness gracious. I'm like, Slobber, there he is right here. Oh, so that's why he brought up Jonathan Kaminga. He's from San Francisco. I listened to it, and I think the problem is it's too confined to what the piano does. He's playing the piano where someone like Chip, the goal is to make music using the piano. What I mean is, like, I've heard Jonathan Kaminga said he learned basketball by watching Kobe Bryant highlights. And Kobe, I'll just say there's a lot of Jordan in Kobe's game. Kaminga is probably going to get a $30+ million contract next year. The most Jordan has ever made was around 30 million. Is that fair? Is Kaminga even good? Maybe Kaminga is out here doing a Kobe imitation, regardless of what anybody else is doing or wants him to be doing. While Steph is one of a kind, Steph uses basketball to make something greater happen. When you hear people playing an instrument, it's unmistakable who you're hearing. You can hear their voice in it. I wonder if there is something you have to be born with. I will say Andre 3000 chose the correct title. It's not an album. It shouldn't be critiqued as one. It is a collection of sketches. I was in a band once and we put our practice recordings on Bandcamp and some knucklehead from the newspaper reviewed it like an album. I was so mad. I have so many finished, well thought albums on my Bandcamp no one has ever written about. Oh, I understand it now. See, like I understand. Slobberkiss. We here, brother. We here, brother. I understand it now. Hold on, hold on. Slobberkiss. I understand it now. I understand it now, brother. I get it. Cause I was like, cause he's like, so this is the serious stuff. Cause I was like, I rock with this little California. I rock with this just off the couple seconds I heard. And that first one, I didn't know what that was. I was so mad I have so many finished, well thought out albums on Bandcamp that no one has ever written about. Ship all right, man. Ship's all right, man. Someone has to gatekeep or Taylor Swift make a jazz album. It's okay to push back. Doesn't matter how effective your protest is. Taylor Swift can make an improvisational piano album no matter who it is. Just subscribe. I'm interested in following your musical journey. He said Bandcamp is also Slobberkiss International. Thanks. I said I'm going to listen on stream tonight. I didn't, but I listened tonight. Dude, learn how to pronounce these easy words before you put up an episode. It's a terrible look. I'm practicing in real time. Dude, my God, these words have you in a chokehold. That's why I'm practicing in real time. Too much headroom. Put your camera down. I get that. It's my webcam. You guys should check out Matthew Ship. He's dope. Andre should pay Matthew for lessons for 2 years and then make a follow-up album. Reading is fundamental. I agree with that. Bruh, how many words can't you pronounce? Read to your kids, people. None of these words are hard. This is a fair critique. I'm not mad at this. You spelled people wrong, though. Where did I spell people? Oh, I'm sorry. It's late. I see who you responded to. LOL. Thanks for your support, LOL. And he put the laughing emoji. Finally, people are speaking the truth about 3000. He does hog attention away from more creative people. And then I'll read this one. As a musician, I think it's a fine album. Clearly different from his earlier work. Yes. Anyways, to hate on his work is an interesting choice. It's all perspective. There's beauty in everything. So while it's garbage to the pianist, I don't think that a master should be doing his platform to drag another musician, a black musician at that. Anyways, Andre is a master of his own craft, and what this pianist is doing goes against what it means to be an artist. This is very harmful, and I don't like it. I don't mind it at all, is what I responded. Like he said, imagine dedicating your entire life to a particular craft and you largely make pennies from it. You're the best ever at said craft, but have little to no public recognition for it. Then a celebrity comes in and decides to dabble in said field because they got bored. And the mass response was like, oh, you are so creative. You are a master. And said celebrity rakes in a lot of money touring said skill, 10 times of what you make on a usual tour. I do think the positive of Stacks going into the world is some listeners will inevitably explore the genre and fall in love with other artists, like this legend in this genre. Stacks typically moves in a way that shows humility when he enters a new space and highlights the greats in said field. And then he responded, no, this is somebody else. Supreme said, flute, piano, guitar, whatever else he decides to pick up, it is wildly disrespectful to call it music. We listen to older, accomplished rappers every day, ish on younger rappers and their style. To then turn around and halfway jump into somebody else's field on a whim and act like it's some way of art and is a bridge too far. The only thing an artist hates more than a poser is a fake connoisseur who really believes they're so deep, LOL. And then Slobberkiss International said, I think he was smart to call it 7 piano sketches. They're sketches, piano doodles. He really should be releasing this stuff under an alias. The only thing that makes it controversial is that we know his other music. There's no continuation of his work in Outkast. I'm super excited that he chose a brand new direction, but it's also becoming awkward under the same name. Imagine the idea that Andre 3000 is an umbrella that we can stretch as wide as his imagination will allow. And that's awesome. But then don't give us piano doodles. Actually make an album in a different genre. Beyonce didn't give an F didn't F around with the lap still for 16 minutes and turn up to a red carpet event in a cowboy hat. She made a country album. I presume I don't even like country, even if it's Beyonce. I guess what I'm saying is that I listened to it and he's not really going for it. He's not going for anything. Maybe he can't. Maybe he just needs to take LSD or something. It seems like he's trying to be completely free of himself in several facets of his life, but he can't and won't. Maybe he's massively depressed or has run out of chemical in his brain that allows him to feel awe. It's definitely not an awesome record. It sounds more like a, please, something awesome happened, please, somehow. Maybe being a part of the music industry damages his soul, and he's trying to get back to who he used to be. That's just some good old unfounded conspiracy chart. And then Supreme responds, here's absolutely what I agree with. He's definitely trying to free himself to be a part of himself, in my opinion. He doesn't want to be an outcast anymore. That's clear. He still does features, and they're all amazing, thoughtful, enlightening, and everything else that we think of. As far as new attempts at expression, I'm cool with it. But if that's what it is, call it that. Once you package it, brand it, and put it out, not just for public consumption, but for sale, you're doing us all a disservice. If it's just an honest thought exercise, there will be a soft rollout or interviews or follow-up or discussions about the work. I just wish that if it was not in a way constructed, if it's not in any way a structured attempt at music, say as much. And if there's an attempt to explore a new medium, go somewhere and seriously work on a craft before you come out. You can always release a video later of practice sessions. And then he said the same thing here. Shout out to Solange, because she like uploads a lot of like jam sessions, and a lot of the jam sessions become like interludes and stuff in her albums. I rock with that. But Slobberkiss International, shout out to the Bay. Yay area. Yeah. I like this one. The other one with like your actual face on it from 2004, I didn't get. The Raw Thug, I didn't get that. These other ones with the cover art that look like Satan, I'm not even going to click on those. I'm not even going to lie to you. But this joint right here, it's got some stuff in there. I ain't going to lie to you. Oh, let's listen. I like it. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna listen to this all stream. I like that. California is hard. The name is hard. I rock with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna listen to that joint. Salute to my brother, man. So salute to, I'm calling him my brother. I don't know this man. But shout out to Slobberkiss International, bro. Y'all make sure y'all check out that new album. I'll put the link in the description. Y'all check it out expeditiously for sure. Next.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.